Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
And this is the first ever Mazda CX-90, the largest and most powerful Mazda ever made. We are at the global reveal of this vehicle in Southern California, and in this video, we're going to take you on a quick tour.
So let me introduce you to the all-new CX-90.
All right, Holly, I said in the intro, it is the largest and most powerful, but what do you think of the styling, most particularly this new artisan red color?
The color is amazing. So I'm not typically a red person, you know this, but
Gig 'em.
this is one of those colors that changes colors depending on the lighting, which is really interesting, really sleek, screams luxury. When it's in the shadows, it looks
Kind of black.
almost black, really dark. But
we're about to be in the sun, where it looks very deep and rich, red, maroon.
It's eye-catching.
Oh, yes.
It's beautiful. But let's talk about the style of the front and the side.
Okay. What are your thoughts up here?
I really like it.
Yep.
I think it's given me Bentley vibes a little.
Okay.
Especially down the side.
Yep.
With its very minimalistic accents, but
very strategically
placed where it looks like a luxury vehicle.
And then we've got the evolution of the Mazda face on this one. Very upscale headlights, LEDs all around up here. Very interesting vehicle, and then very aerodynamic, because not only do we get the first ever implementation of the inline six in this, but it's also their first plug-in hybrid vehicle, which, why don't we go talk about the plug-in hybrid in the garage?
Hello, I am Mitsuru Akie, and I am the program manager of CX-90 from Mazda Motor Corporation. With a front engine rear biased layout would elevate Mazda's driving performance. Additionally, the CX-90 will come with iActive all-wheel drive to expand Mazda's driving capability for a variety of road conditions and terrains. This will ensure drivers can confidently enjoy the full potential of the available powertrains. Developed specifically for the large platform, the all-new e-Sky Active powertrains will provide owners an engaging experience with CX-90. First, I want to talk about the 3.3-liter inline-six e-Sky Active Turbo engine, which has the highest performance output among Mazda's mass production gasoline engine, with 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque with the recommended premium fuel.
All right, Corey, talk nerdy to me.
Oh, yes.
Because
all right.
You and I both like plug-in hybrids,
Yes,
so
we
give
do.
us some of the deets on this one.
First ever plug-in hybrid from Mazda. It is the best of both worlds when it comes to electric and gas-powered vehicles. This one can run on full electric mode, but still too early for them to tell us exactly how far you can go on this, but I'm guessing somewhere around 30 miles fully electric. So for a commuter vehicle, you can drive this as an electric vehicle, never had to use a drop of gas. And then if you do, there's a 2.5 liter turbocharged four-cylinder under the hood, making over 300 horsepower and over 300 pound-feet of torque. So even this one is very powerful. All right, Holly, we're still in the garage. We are inside the plug-in hybrid version, but what are your thoughts on the interior of this one?
Well, there's not too much to hate about the inside of this one for sure. And the console, I like how everything is kind of laid out. You have your phone charger right up here. drink holders right here, a nice big inner console that has some charging stations right there. We've talked about the little mouse pad gear things.
The
that
interface with the touchscreen infotainment.
Which I really like having right here at hand's length. I love these little things, but let me show you one of my favorite things. The accents, I don't know if it's coming off very well on the video, but they're like gold, rose gold, which I really like. Adds some sophistication to, you can see it on the stitching as well.
All right, Holly, we've moved inside the most premium version with the maple wood, the Napa leather, all the different textures in here. I will apologize, we are at the press event and there is unfortunately yard work going on around us. So we're doing the best we can with the audio here, but what do you think of this environment?
This is a really interesting interior. I haven't seen anything like it. I'll tell you, like, these little accents right here kind of remind me of like a 1950s T-Bird.
Yeah, okay.
And then I've never seen this type of wood used inside of a vehicle.
Very light maple. That, yes. And
I wasn't sure. They sent around a sample and I wasn't sure if I would like the concept on the inside of the car, but it works, doesn't it?
Yep. And it's a very driver-centric cabin. I can tell that just from sitting here. I've got a full digital gauge cluster up here, the first implementation of that in a Mazda product. And it looks like typical Mazda infotainment here. This is a pre-production show model, so it's just showing that it is the same infotainment, but very driver-centric. Everything is right where I need it. We've already covered the Mazda controls. You really like those.
I do really
so
like those.
Go watch some of our other Mazda videos where we talk about the controls. But heated, ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, dual zone climate up front here. A very nicely sporty steering wheel here too.
Lots of options for charging stations. There's a whole nother console and cup holders right back here between the captain seats.
Let's move back to the back and see what that back seat is like.
Okay.
All right, Holly, so getting into the back, we definitely sit a little bit higher than up front. Stadium style seating here, but I'm quite comfortable. They do recline. They slide forward and backwards. And as you mentioned, center console back here with dual opening, split opening, 2 cup holders. Nice bit of room back here. Heated and ventilated second row captain's chairs back here. So huge plus there. And then why don't you show off one of my favorite features as a family vehicle in the sunshade right there. So manual sunshade on the back windows back here. Very nice. 2 USB-C ports. Air vents on the back of the center console, not in the ceiling. So not our favorite situation there.
Right, and I looked at the back to see if there were some. There are some
on the sides.
On the sides back here in the third row, but there are some charging ports back here in the third row too. So that's nice. The seats look really comfortable. These seats are comfortable.
Yes, very comfortable second row. Now you can get a bench here in the second row, so you can seat up to 8. Again, going back to this being the largest Mazda ever made, so you could get 2, 3, and 3 in the back. And while we're talking about the back, why don't I crawl back there and we'll let Holly hold the camera as I climb back in the back. All right, so the first thing I will call attention to as a dad, I will say the folding mechanism of these seats, if you have a child seat in place, is not the best. So just know that the seat back does actually fold forward in order for you to climb back in the back, but you can see it gives me a nice, ample access to the back row. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb in back here. Now this is a 50-50 split 2-person seat back here, but we've been told that you can seat up to 8 in this one. So, or in this platform, this particular one happens to be a 6-seater, 2 + 2 + 2, but I'm fairly comfortable back here. My knees are not under my chin, so there's a little bit of, that back seat syndrome back here. But as Holly pointed out, we do have vents here on the sides back here. We have a USB-C over here, same on my side, 2 cup holders over here, 2 cup holders over here. So that's 4 for the 2 seats back here, in addition to all the stuff you've got up there. I do want to call attention, talked about child seats. There are top tethers on the backs of these captain's chairs, but let me pull this Napa leather seat back into place. And as it locks into place, I'm actually pretty good back here. My knees are not touching the back of the seat. I could ride back here, but there would be some negotiation, I'm sure, between all 3 rows. But this is definitely the most spacious Mazda vehicle I've ever been in. But let's check out that cargo hatch and see how much room is back there. All right, so back in the back, we do have a kick to open tailgate, but on this version, we don't have the key. So we're gonna do the traditional open. There is a handle underneath the Mazda logo, power operated hatch. And you can see there's a decent amount of space back here. We could get our largest suitcase back here horizontally, no problem. But yeah, getting a lot back here, you're still making some sacrifices for that 3rd row of seats, but Holly will show just how easy it is to fold them down. And then you've got a massive amount of room back here. Mazda has not yet shared rear cargo measurements with us yet, but I can tell you just from being here and seeing it in person, it is a very massive, and again, the most roomy version of a Mazda ever. So there, Holly will show off just at 5 foot, there we go. So yeah, our official measurements right there of Holly in the back. We do have a button up here on the hatch to open and close it, but yeah, pretty spacious cargo compartment with a very easy to flip and fold 50-50 split 3rd row seat. So you could get quite a bit of stuff in here. Again, we don't have the official numbers just yet. All right, Holly, it has been a long day. There's a lot to talk about with this one. There's the new 3.3 liter inline 6 that we covered a little bit, the most powerful engine ever put in a Mazda vehicle from the factory, over 300 horsepower, over 300 pound-feet of torque. The mild hybrid electric, the plug-in hybrid that we saw in the garage. We didn't even cover the panoramic roof and some of the other features of this.
This new color,
oh my
that's
goodness,
all brand new for
yes.
Mazda.
So this is also the premiere of Artisan Red that, as you can see, as the sun sets here in Southern California, it's getting much darker, almost black, but in the spots where you can actually see the sunlight, you can just see that deep echoes of that soul red crystal. But yeah, just an absolutely stunning vehicle inside and out. Definitely a premium vehicle. Holly touched on the chrome and all the accents, and they really wanted to accentuate the movement of this vehicle even when it's sitting still. They wanted to really just, even with this paint color, show off how light plays on the curves. So there will be more coming on this vehicle very soon, but we are very gracious to Mazda for having us out to see this. What is your standout feature on this vehicle for you?
Well, it has to be the interior of this one in particular, because you know I like vehicles that have something different. And this is an interior design that I haven't seen on any other cars that's really nice and really fits with the dark color versus the light interior with the light wood.
Yes.
I love it. I like it.
Yeah, this is a vehicle done right. This is a very premium family vehicle. Yes, I love the maple in this, and just the different textures and looks, the different stitching they have that mimics old book stitching methods.
Classic,
yes.
yeah.
So there's just so much to see here. We thank you so much for riding along with us on this journey. If you wouldn't mind, want to see more from us, find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Everything is at GT Garage Talk, or you can head to gtgaragetalk.com. Hit all the buttons: subscribe, like, follow, comment, you know all the things, to let the algorithm know to show you more of our stuff. But as for us here at this Mazda event in Southern California, until next time, gearheads, bye.
I'm pleased to introduce our newest Takuminori color, Artisan Red. This deeply saturated color was specifically developed to highlight the sense of luxury